All right, so we are going to be making our Mary Blair inspired structures. And I have already cut a lot of my shapes so that you don't have to watch me cut these shapes. But some of them may be cut for you already, some you may need to cut yourself. But I just cut mostly squares and triangles to make kind of the small world inspired structure, and you can go a little bit more out there than that if you would like, but this is the way I'm doing mine. So I am going to start by kind of just stacking, because mine are kind of different sizes, and seeing if how they look, how the colors look together, if I like it before I actually start gluing. You do not need a ton of glue. I'm just gonna put a teeny tiny bit of glue. You can see how little glue that is. You don't want it to make your paper wet and weird. I'm gonna glue this pretty close to the edge. And then continue to do that for all my pieces. You really just don't want to have so much glue that it spills out the sides, because some of the paper is thick but some of it is thin. And if it's thin, it can make the paper rip. And we're also going to be using markers, crayons, whatever we have out to add details. But if you would like, you can add details with the cut paper if you feel comfortable cutting paper in that way. If you don't, using markers is totally fine. So I'm not totally done with what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna do these two to show you what I mean. I want this to be half dark blue and half light blue. So I'm going to color it with marker. And then I'll show you how you can do it. Same thing with paper, if you like. So I want to make sure this is like exactly the right size. So that fits. So same thing, two different ways. This would be keeping it in the collage style. When you add the marker, that makes it like a mixed media. I also want to add my little towers to the top. If you do get a little bit too much glue, you can just take your next square and wipe it so that we're not wasting it and so that it doesn't dry so thick, because you can see that it's wet right here, but it should dry clear. And mine are not exactly the same size, but if you want to trim yours, cut together or cut one square and then maybe use it as a template